Hey everybody, welcome back for another mukbang. Today we're eating Taco Bell. And I'd like to tell you guys some interesting history today. Only because I've been looking into it like a lot lately, because I'm very interested into Egyptian culture and the history of it and stuff. I don't know. I find it fascinating. Disclaimer. I'm not good with the names, so if I butcher the names, I am so sorry. Anyway. Today, hold on. Today we'll be talking about Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut. Yeah. Sorry. And a little bit about her and some family background. So, if you don't know who she is, first of all, it's a girl. Second of all, she was a pharaoh, which is kind of scandalous, especially back then. She was around like 1450 BCE, something around there. Look, can't remember everything, but I'm pretty sure that's where she, her reign was, like around 1450 to like 14, I don't know. She had a good reign though. Well, we'll get to it. So, her father was like Thutmose the first. Thutmose. Ew. Thutmose the first. That was who her father was, and he had a good ruling, I guess. I'm pretty sure her mother was like Ahmose. Ahmose. And one of her brothers was Thutmose II. Was he the third? No. The second was her brother. Well, her half brother. And her Thutmose the first, her father. Most of his other children pretty much died, and Thutmose II took over, and his consort ended up being his half sister, Hatshepsut. I'm pretty sure Hatshepsut bore one child for him while they were together, because he had another woman. Thutmose II had another, which is her half brother, had another woman before her, or it was just like his second wife or something like that, and it was Isis. Her name was Isis, Isis. Yeah. And Isis bore Thutmose III for him, because Hatshepsut only had a daughter for her half-brother. So Thutmose II took over because his father was like, didn't have any more children, or they all died or something, and he ended up being the one like left who could take over. and he took Hatshepsut as his first consort or wife or whatever. And then he died, which there's theories that she probably killed him, but anyway. He died, and his son from Isis was way too young to take over the throne at the time, so everybody agreed to let Hatshepsut take over until he grew up and could take the throne on his own. And then Hatshepsut laid claims to the throne because her father was a pharaoh, and she started depicting herself as a man. And this, for a while, was a little confusing to archaeologists at first, I bet. She depicted herself as a man in all of her artwork, almost. And she did it to, like, confirm her rights to the throne, because she was of the blood, and she was the true pharaoh. Which I'm like, go girl. And I know what y'all thinking, like, most people, when they think of female Egyptian women, they think of Cleopatra. This is 14 centuries before Cleopatra. That should give you a timeline. And she was way more powerful than Cleopatra ever thought to be. Yeah. It, like, basically, no one knows why she took the throne, or how she even, like, how she convinced people to let her keep the throne. Like, the elites, like, why did they let her keep the throne? Like, that was a question most people had, but they couldn't find really, like, sufficiently good answers. So, Hatshepsut ruled a good and prosperous, well, sometimes being, technically, she lived a good life. I didn't really read too much about her death. If she died naturally, I think she did. Or if, like, something happened, or she was killed. But when Hatshepsut died, her stepson, what was his name? Thutmose III. This is so good. Oh. Pause on the history lesson for a second. If you want to know what I'm eating the Cravings deal. If that wasn't obvious. With a Fiesta bowl on the side. Yeah. Okay, so after she died, Thutmose III took over, right? And they don't know why. There's two reasons. One, he was really, really mad that his stepmother, like, ruled for so long and didn't give him the throne right away when he turned of age. Right? So, either he was really mad about that, or he was trying to just show an example and make himself seem, like, powerful and lay his own claims onto the throne, right? but he technically tried to wipe her from history. And what I mean by that is he did a lot of defacing of her things. He defaced statues. He, like, I'm pretty sure in Egyptian culture, like, if you cut off somebody's nose, like, the statue of their nose, like, it means, like, something like trying to forget them or something like that. Don't count me on that. I think that's what it means, but not very sure. Yeah, but he went and, like, destroyed the paintings in her temple, and, well, tried to, and defaced her statues. I bit my finger. If you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm taking the cheese from the nachos that I did and left over, and I'm putting it into the chalupa thing. Oh my god, yes. This is so good, you guys have to try it. Comment down below if you do this. It's like the best thing. It's a little soggy today, but that's okay. Can't get it right every day. Anyway. Oh my god, look at that. So he did all that. And tried so hard, I think, to get rid of her, to make himself seem better. Now I want to know about her death. Why? Yeah, it doesn't say. I have to, like, go look it up, but I don't feel like it. Yeah, but she had pretty much a peaceful ruling. Like, her whole reign, it was pretty peaceful. Her foreign policy was really good. She had, like, ties with Asia and different things like that. And she was, like, Hatshepsut was not like a warmonger or anything. She was like smart and peaceful. And then after her death, Thutmose III took over, and he ruled for, I think, around, it was either 29 or 30 something years. Around that. And I know, like, he tore down the statues, and he was like, I'm getting rid of her, and, you know, her monuments are gone, and, yeah, it says, her name was removed from the official king list. Yeah, and they said it was like an act of vengeance. Which I don't know why. Was he mad because she was a woman? Or because she didn't let him have his throne right away? Which I think she should have been allowed to have a claim to the throne. I just want to know how this bisque was able to, like, hold it if she was so peaceful. You know? And because Thutmose did all this, she didn't get recognized for a while, and nobody knew who she was. And so, in, like, Egyptian culture, that's, like, erasing them from history so they can't, like, live in the past life, right? So she couldn't move on, technically, because no one acknowledged her as a pharaoh, even though she was, like, she ruled as a pharaoh. So her soul couldn't pass on to the next life. But now that we know who she is, it's supposed to be like, now she can move on, right? Because nobody's like nobody was praising her or acknowledging her after Thutmose's takeover and reign and stuff. But wouldn't that be funny if that's like really how things work, if people don't remember you in Egyptian culture? Like, if that's how it really worked. Like, she wasn't there in the afterlife when he got there. And she just shows up like, Bisque, I'm here now. What you gonna do? Right, that'd be hilarious. I think he'd be crapping himself. But she wasn't the first woman to do this, right? But I thought she was, like, the first, right? To, pretend to be a man. I think she was the second. Or the second pharaoh, at least. Second female pharaoh. I don't know if the other one pretended to be a man, but I know she wasn't the first pharaoh. I don't know. Let's look it up. I cannot pronounce that name. Okay, I will try to pronounce that name. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher this. I'm so sorry. Sabekneferu. Sabekneferu. Sabekneferu? Neferu? Sabekneferu? She was the first female pharaoh? I don't know anything about her. Let's click her. Let's learn about her. She was in the 12th dynasty. Okay. Well, I'm gonna learn about her. And we might just talk about her in the next one. How about that? I'm full. Well, I'm gonna eat this because it's in front of me. Well, with that, I can wrap it up. I enjoyed eating with you guys today. With some bomb food. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if I got anything wrong. Please inform me. I love to learn about this stuff. It's so interesting. Hit that notification button if you want to know when our next mukbang goes up. And besides that, you guys keep eating. Bye!